Yes, sir.
Dirty Birdie, what it do, boy?
What it do, brother?
Shit, cooler, man. Actually, I think we might need to reset. Oh no, never mind.
We're good. We're good. Oh, you forgot your headset. Oh yeah,
We're better now.
we're better now. Well, welcome in, brother. Episode 39 of Over the Octagon podcast. And man, we kind of had a decent week. I think it wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be, but overall, it's not too bad of a card. I know we had a lot of things we wish happened that didn't, but I mean, we can fire it up and jump right in. I know we're kind of a little crunched on time today, but yeah, definitely want to go over this card. Me and you got the chance to go back and relive our little high school memories of going to a bar, watching it live, drinking beers, eating food. Such a good crowd. It's a little different than what we used to. I feel like it used to be a lot more crowded, but maybe it
Yeah.
was because it was a day card. I mean, it could have been a reason
Yes.
why, but at the end of the day, I still had a good ass time. We were able to drink beer during the day, fucking watch UFC all day. So I wasn't mad about that. But yeah, man, we started out the day with the prospect, what is it? Sharir? Let me think of it. Shara Magomedov, the Bullet. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he the Bullet?
I'm not. I thought it was the pirate.
No, he is the Bullet. The Bullet.
He's
I
the
mean,
bullet.
I think they call him the Pirate because he's got one eye, but I mean, still, either way, he's fucking good.
Man,
I
that
mean,
dude is dirty, bro. That dude is dirty.
his striking is next level for sure. Now, I will say this: he did struggle with wrestling, though. He's gonna have to really work on that. He better get in the gym with them fucking daggies and start figuring it out because if any high level wrestler, they're gonna dominate him easy.
Man, I instantly was thinking. I was like, this man needs to go train with Daniel Cormier. Go to California real quick, and just go train with all the other Brazilians over there. I think it's AKA or
Well, he's gonna train with them daggies, dude, because he's Russian, so he's probably gonna train with those guys.
yeah, they train at Daniel Cormier's gym, I
Oh,
think,
that's
right?
right. Well, I don't know if they
Yeah.
train there specifically, but you're right, because Khabib and Daniel Cormier train together, and Islam, I believe, trains as well
Yeah,
over
man.
there.
I
That's right. They
immediately
did,
thought
yeah,
that.
AKA. Because
Yeah.
what's his name trained there for a little bit too. The guy we had on the podcast, Joe Giannetti, trained
Joe.
over there.
Joe did,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he's
So I
he,
mean,
he's mentioned Islam training there and things like that. So yeah, you're right.
yeah, those from his back kicks to the top
I mean,
were
dude,
insane.
yeah, his striking is next level for sure. I mean, it was definitely refreshing to see a prospect come in like that, especially when you got so many eyes like watching you, like first fight of the night, first fight in the UFC, supposed to be the next best thing. I'd say against a guy like Bruno Silva, he showed up because Silva ain't a bitch. I mean, he's a very well-rounded veteran. He's been fighting for a while, so very big test to start out, and I think he showed up for sure.
Yeah, he definitely showed up, man. It was cool to watch that, dude. A lot of the newer fighters, I'm not gonna say are boring because a lot of them have personality. Ian Gary's just a personality we've seen before,
Yeah.
so it feels not as cool when he does it. But you have this new personality who's doing the craziest strikes. This dude's got one working eye.
I
I mean,
know,
dude,
which
what the
I'm still
fuck?
confused on how he's able to even fight in the UFC with it. But I think
Oh,
I think they said I read, I think the commission said it was like, I can't get much any worse.
nah.
So it's like, why not?
Well, I was thinking I watched the movie Daredevil a while ago and it's one of my favorite movies as a kid. And like right when he gets blind, his strength gets better, his speed, his quickness and all that shit.
So you think
Maybe
this
he's a
fucking
fucking
guy is walking around like Daredevil?
I think that's Daredevil, bro.
I mean, if you truly think about it, though, look at all of the best. Think about anime, bro. Think about all the goats. They all cover
Bro.
their eye. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's a sign, bro. Maybe it's a one eye or a no eye sign. Like you got Kakashi, you got Gojo. They all cover their eyes, and they're the most elite.
I'm about to start doing it, dog.
I fucking love it. I
Love how that's
love
on
it.
hand.
I love it. You already know. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, great start to him. Definitely a cool prospect. Definitely going to be someone I want to watch going forward. So,
Oh yeah, man. That meme you
an
posted about him
actual
was
Dagestani
hilarious.
fighter that I want to watch, a Russian fighter that I enjoy watching, other than the fucking other ones.
You sent me that meme of what he looks like. He looks like the dude asking for mids
Oh yeah,
and trying to
dude.
bum a cigarette from you at the same time.
Yeah, I commented
I
on
was,
that. I said this dude looks like a guy in high school that used to ask people for Newports and mids, bro.
yeah, you forgot to add that we would have skipped school with him though.
We probably would have. He would have been a
Uh,
homie.
homie.
He was a J. That's what we called him. He was a J. I love it. I
Forgot.
love it. Oh,
Oh
but
shit.
anyways, on to the next one. Good fight out of Dudakova. I think that was an expected win from her. Nathaniel Woods. Unfortunately, I had Nathaniel Woods in that fight. He did lose unanimously, but I still like Nathaniel Woods. I still think he's a pretty good fighter. I think he still has a good future, but unfortunately, he did lose. Jubilee, the first Indian fighter to get into the UFC, unfortunately,
Yes.
gets knocked out by USA. USA.
Hey.
Breeden, baby. You already know we were chanting the USA's in the chat. Mike Breeden coming in with the USA knockout over the Indian fighter's first fight in the UFC. So, unfortunately, bud, you got a long ways to go. Keep it up, though. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to see you, but you had a good start, but you couldn't finish.
The internet is trolling him right now badly.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you kind of got
yeah,
to, bro. Didn't represent for your fucking country, dude. Come on
not
now.
at all, man. Not at all.
And Cedric Dumas next fight.
Ooh,
I'm not a Dumas fan, man. I'm not at all. I don't even like talking
that
about
was
him because he could have. Yeah, he's 9-1, but he's not that good.
no, dude. He's not that good, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I think as a tier was come. He just filled in this fight. Like he got this fight. Um,
Last minute,
yeah, and the thing is, you could tell like he looked heavy, bro. He
yeah,
definitely looked almost like a different weight class heavier. But I mean, somebody coming off like I just feel like it should have been a if this guy Dumas has a lot of hype behind him, that I should have seen more besides some bullshit. That fight was boring to watch.
yeah, it was. I
100%.
think that was the fight when we got there. That was the first fight we watched when we got to the bar, and we literally were just like, "Can we just get drinks, please? This fight sucks. Get us to the main event."
Yeah, dude, seriously, man. I was
uh,
like, all right, this fight should be flashy, but it wasn't, man.
Nah, it
Oh
wasn't
well.
at all. And then next fight, Victor No Nuts Henry. My man took the low blow from Satan himself, and I don't know, man. He's gonna be walking around with balls the size of Mount Everest after that knee to the nuts, dude, or kick to the nuts.
I
That
mean,
was pretty bad, dude. And then the funny part about that fight was the judge or the ref was like, "You're lying, like you're not like it doesn't hurt. What are you talking about?" And he's over here like crying in excruciating pain, and they're telling him, "Nah, bro, you're good. Come on." And then he's fucking. So you can't even really talk about that. No contest on that one. And then Trevor Peak, that boy
bro.
didn't let us down. Came out slanging did his Trevor Peak and came out unanimous decision. I think he still has a lot to work on, but he's just a good fighter, man. He's just a fun fighter to watch. He's a fan favorite. You're gonna always want to watch him fight. You definitely don't want to miss him because you never know, he might knock you out. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had close to almost being, or he almost had him almost close to being knocked or rocked a couple times, but
Dropped him twice in the first, dude.
his takedowns and shit like that were great. So I mean, overall, fun to watch, man. I like Trevor Peak. Definitely want to see him get better, start training with people who are high level, and really polish him up a little bit. I think he'll be solid moving forward. Muhammad
Yeah.
Mokaev, Tim Elliott, again another really good fight. This fight was actually really good. Some say Tim Elliott, was winning the fight going into that last round.
It was super damn close, man.
It
Tim Elliott was
was
holding his
close.
own, bro.
It was
And
close. I think Makayev was winning the fight personally, in my opinion, based on what I saw. And I had him winning the fight, but a polished veteran like Tim Elliott is no knockover. So I think he held his own. I think he did well. Makayev, like I think before going into this, he's a guy who's going to get humbled one day. This wasn't the day for him to get humbled, but he's still solid too. I mean, he has really good takedowns. He has good
yeah.
transitions into submissions. I mean, overall, it was a good fight for him to really showcase his next level skill. So,
Yeah, man. You could tell like Tim Elliott is older and he did get gassed. I mean, there was no crazy switch that he did into different positions. He pretty much just got him in an arm triangle, dude. And the thing is, it wasn't fancy. It wasn't anything like that. I think it was just Tim Elliott getting older.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But yeah, prelims, not too terrible. And then we go right into the main card. I think this was one of the fastest main cards
Dude.
I've ever watched. And I think we started it at about 2:30 and it ended about 4.
Yeah, damn.
So started out Saeed Nurmagomedov and Gafarov. I had this fight going the distance. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, Saeed came out very, very, fast and locked in that guillotine and made light work. It was just very easy, very simple, nothing special. I don't think he's still as good as what we saw. I think he still has stuff to work on, but I mean, he was impressive by all means.
He was good, man.
He looked good.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off a loss. Before that, I think that we covered as well, and it was a controversial loss. So, I
Yep.
mean, the thing is, though, like, I mean, he took his training hard because he looked like this person was like going against a major league to the minor leagues, man. It was just manhandled.
Yep. I mean, and with that win, it put him in the top 15. So now he's at number 15. So what could be next for him? We could see, Ricky Simon, Jonathan Martinez, Chris Gutierrez. Pedro Munez. We could see a top 15 to 10 fight for him next. So, who knows how that's going to go in that bantamweight division. But yeah, and then next fight after that, I think we kind of all saw this one coming. Rory Alves versus Ikram Alaskarov. Ikram is just dominant, dude. He's a big dude.
That's a big middleweight, dog.
He is a big fucking middleweight, and he has power in his punches, dude.
Dude, they showed out. I'm gonna just tell you, everybody but America really showed out in this.
So, and then he's not even ranked yet, which is a problem. Which means
that's insane.
He's gonna get a top 15 fight next, I would assume. I mean, I know he was supposed to get a top 15 fight. I think wasn't he supposed to fight Imavov?
Yeah, he was supposed to fight the French guy, the French striker.
Is Imavov even ranked though? Is the question.
Oh, I don't think Let me check middleweight ranking.
No, he's not.
Quick.
He's not. The Imovov's not even ranked. But I thought.
But I think he was undefeated.
Yeah, I think no, not.
Oh yeah, Imovov's 11.
11?
Yeah.
What? The UFC,
12.
the UFC website's messed up. Oh yeah. No, you're right. Yep, Imavov number 12. So yeah, he was getting a top 15 fight. So yeah, he'll definitely get something big next. He might even get higher than Imavov next, based on going out there and just putting on a dominant performance that quickly. So I mean, I know it was stepped down in competition, but still, who knows? And then Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. I mean, what the fuck are we going to do about that? To me personally, it shouldn't be a no contest. It should be a disqualification because Ankalaev's a cheating puss. Like, dude fucking kneed the guy while he was down. First of all, that's either A, a point, or 2, a DQ if they can't continue. Am I right?
What I thought, man.
That's what I thought too. So the fact that it's a no contest, I think it's going to end up being reversed. I'm going to go ahead and call that now. I think if I was Johnny Walker, I would already go ahead and pursue a change, file for a change, because no contest is bullshit. It should be a DQ. Johnny Walker should get that win, disqualification win, because the guy was clearly down and he clearly needed him as hard as he could. So I just thought it was funny that they asked Johnny Walker, "Hey, where are you at?" And he goes, he's like, "Where are you fighting at?" And he said, "I'm fighting in the desert." Like, for one, he wasn't wrong, but the fact that he said that is just too fucking funny, dude.
I think he was hurt, man. And that man always gets hurt in a funny way. Like, do you remember that one time he got knocked out 3 times?
And he was just like, going all over the place. Hey,
but dude, he was still about to. Yeah,
he was still trying to fight though, which I think if he was ready to fight, what the fuck, dude? Let him fight. They were ready to fight in the ring outside of the match. Fuck it. Johnny Walker's about that life, bro.
Bro, he is so about that life, man. That was just a waste of a trip for him.
How about that fakey to the knee, the flying knee? When he got hit, he got hit in the stomach and he faked it, leaned over, and then he just fucking jumps up with a flying knee, missed his face by that much, but he still fucking tried it, dude. Imagine if that would have connected.
Dude, scrapper.
Yeah. Johnny Walker's very quick, and he's 6'5", dude. He's tall as shit.
He's
He's
so tall, dude.
he's
He's a
a
giant.
big ass light heavyweight, dude. So I would love to see Johnny Walker get some sort of a rematch or something. You know, give this guy another chance. It's unfair. I like Johnny Walker. I wanted to see him win, and I think he could have potentially done it, but we'll never know unless they do a rematch. So,
They got to rematch that one.
but
I'm sorry, they have to.
Uncle Live, they got to get the dude gets a draw, and then he gets a no contest or DQ potentially. So I don't know what's going to happen to him next, but he deserves to have a 2 on his record instead of that 18-1-1. So it's 18-1-2. And then Kamaru Usman, Hamzat Chimaev. I think Usman met expectations and Chimaev did not meet expectations. That's how I see it. What you think?
I definitely feel that, man. Dude, Usman, honestly, dude, if that fight would have went any longer, I feel like Usman would have won. I think Hamza gassed in the first, dude. I'm not as impressed as it. He was getting dominated by Usman standing.
Yeah, no, Usman, I think Usman could, if it was a 5-round fight, Usman wins that fight. I think everybody thinks that.
You think everyone
So
thinks that?
I
I
think
hope
so
so.
too. Yeah. And I mean, I think Usman did well. I mean, yeah, Chimaev was able to take him down and, grapple with him, but he wasn't really doing much.
No, man, he kept on going for a choke, like putting all of his time into going for a fucking failed rear naked.
Yeah.
God, I hate that shit, bro.
So I think everyone kind of thinks the same way. I mean, 29-27, 28-28, 29-27. I don't know about a 28-28, but yeah, I mean, Chimaev, I don't think lived up to expectations like people expected him to be. I think people expected him to run through Usman, but I also knew going into this, Usman is a dominant fighter. I mean, he's a world champion, so you can't take that away from him at all. I would love to see Chimaev not fight for the title next. I don't think he deserves to.
I don't think he does either, man.
But if he does, shockingly, I think Sean Strickland beats him.
Man, I'm actually confident about it, bro.
Because you're thinking a true middleweight in Sean Strickland, a guy who hardly ever gets hit, whose boxing and striking is, if you go back and watch the Adesanya fight, is really next level more than people really give him credit for. And I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast where they did the fight companion, and one of the guys on there, I think it might have been I don't know who it was that said it, but they said that Sean Strickland, the guy who he trains wrestling with, says that he's actually really fucking good at takedown defense. People just
Really?
don't get to see it. Yeah, like he's really fucking good at it, which, I mean, for a guy that does nothing but spar and strike all day, he's not going to get gassed. He's not going to get tired. And Chimaev is a 3-round fighter, man. He's not built for 5 rounds yet. So I think if they moved him straight up against Sean Strickland, if Sean Strickland's plus money, I think it's a no-brainer.
Man, I don't think he deserves a shot. I mean, even getting a shot at Duplessis would be pretty dope, but still, that's a big jump, bro.
Yeah, he's at
I mean,
9 right now. After that fight, he moved into 9. But they said this was the number 1 contender fight from what I heard, but I don't know how true that is.
really?
Yeah, so.
Damn.
Yep, I don't know, man, but I still think I would definitely still bet Sean Strickland at the moment. So I don't know. It'd be a tough fight. But yep. And then our last but not least, Makhachev versus Volkanovski. I mean, I don't want to say I saw it coming, but I called it. I said it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, dude. It was inevitable, dude. It wasn't, for one, it was a bad fight for Volk to take. And he should have really never stepped in on that short of notice for a fight of as big of a potential as it could have been for his career. I personally think he should have never took it, but the fact that he did step up and take it on short notice, great. I'm sure he got bags for doing it. But now if you think about it, he takes that knockout. Makhachev gets another win under his belt. Now Makhachev is in talks for potentially being the best lightweight in the history of the sport. I don't know what's next for him, because now I don't see anybody in that division beating him.
Yeah, man, that's fucking nuts. I I don't like the fight in the first place. I was nervous about it, but I really thought Volk was first off, I don't think anybody knew that Volk was going through a hard time.
Yeah,
And
but
that may be one of the reasons why he took the fight without he's like, "Man, I don't give a fuck. I need to do something. I need to do something." I had a feeling if I was to bet on that fight, I thought Islam would do it, but not how he did it. I
no,
would
yes,
never have
see,
saw that
me
coming,
neither. I did not see that coming. I
you
was
know?
thinking more submission. I was thinking maybe he catches Volk in a scramble or something and just locks it in and grabs a rear naked choke. I did not expect a head kick, but
Yeah.
I was watching Mighty Mouse, who does like breakdowns and play by plays, and Mighty Mouse he called it the whole time. He said it from the last fight. If Islam can set up the head kick, it's going to work because of the size difference and the size difference and the way that Makachev and the way that Volkanovski's stance is, the way he blocks that kick, that if Makachev connect and does it the right way, it's going to connect and it's going to work every time. And he called it, and that's exactly what happened. And it clipped him literally in the backside of the head, which put him down. So, and dude, it was brutal to watch, man. If you actually really watch the replay, dude, Makachev those punches coming in were hard as fuck.
Dude, he was like trapped for a minute too.
I know, bro. So, but yeah, I don't see anybody beating him, dude. I don't see anybody beating him. And to be quite frank, he's better off moving up, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I think if it was smart for his legacy, it's smart to do the Volk effect, run through the division, beat everyone in the top 5, beat Charles again, beat whoever wins Chandler McGregor, beat Justin Gaethje, beat whoever, win at least 3 more, defend your title 3 more times. Then whoever is the winner of Leon Colby or whoever's the champion at the time, then you step up and say, all right, now I'm ready to defend. If he jumps too early and tries to do the jump up, I don't know if it's going to be a good idea for him because, dude, that 10-pound difference that's huge. And for one, Leon is very high level and very technical. So, and Colby's a good wrestler. So one of those guys, whoever wins, I don't think Colby beats Islam, but I don't think Islam beats Leon.
Yeah, I don't think Islam needs to go to welterweight at all.
I don't think so, but he wants to because he wants the double belt. But I don't think it's a good idea. I think he should stay where he's at for now. Try to wipe that division clean, which he's almost done already. But I think if he defends the belt maybe 2 more times, 3 more times in that division, then he can bulk. He can go up and try for the double belt again. But until then, why not just keep making them checks, dude? It's an easy fight for you. Run through it. You don't really have anybody in there that could beat you. Maybe Justin Gaethje. If you get the Justin Gaethje we saw against, Dustin Poirier or Fiziev, if we see this new level of Justin Gaethje, maybe. But then again, Justin Gaethje gets hit a lot. And if he gets hit like Volkanovski just did, it's lights out, bro.
I would love for Gaethje to knock him the fuck out.
I would love that too. I would love to see Justin Gaethje as the champ, but we'll have to see, man. I don't know what's next for Islam. It's either going to be Charles or it's going to be Justin Gaethje, one of the two. So,
yep.
But yeah, so speaking of those fights, now that that's all over, we have new rankings. Things have shaken up a little bit. Islam is now the number 2 pound for pound fighter in the world, right under John Jones. A lot of people disagree with that, but I've given my best explanation of why I think that's correct. For one, I don't know if you feel the same way as me. I think the pound for pound top rank male fighter should be the heavyweight champion. Why I say that is because the number one fighter, if you think about it, in any sport, who's the best? The world heavyweight champion. Everybody thinks about it like in that perspective. John Jones beats every single person from 2 to 15, without a doubt.
I love that.
So, with that being said, why wouldn't he not be number 1? Yeah, I get he's bigger. He's, the heavyweight champion, but he's the best heavyweight fighter in the world, which makes him also the best fighter in the world because he is fighting guys who are the biggest, baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Islam Makhachev, yes, he is a great pound for pound fighter. He's beat the guys below him. He's the best lightweight champion in the world, which also makes him the number 2 best. So I think John Jones being the number 1 makes perfect sense because he's the heavyweight champion. You can't tell me that the best fighter in the world, if you did this in real life, the guy who's the biggest, the strongest, the best technically is going to fucking be the best fighter. You're not in a fucking war. You're not going to say, oh, because you're 40 pounds bigger than me, I'm pound for pound better because I've beaten guys my size. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
That's what it goes down to, man. I dig that. And you think of any fighting video game or anything like that, fucking Goro was at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the biggest motherfucker.
The biggest, the baddest motherfucker. You don't put Islam Makhachev at the top of the ladder and say he's the final fight. No, John Jones is going to be the final fight because he's the heavyweight champion of the world, which makes him the pound for pound top rank fighter. That's just how I look at it, and I'll always make that argument. So anybody that wants to argue with me, go right ahead. Now, do I think it should be different? You know, John Jones number 1. Do I think that Alex Pieta should be number 2 because he's going to be the most likely the lightweight, or Yuri should be number 2 because he's the lightweight? No, I don't think that. I'm just strictly saying the number 1 should always be the heavyweight champion of the world because they're going to always beat everyone below them.
I dig that.
Based on size and skill. So that's how I look at it. But yeah,
so based on science.
Based on science, dude. It makes the most sense. But anyways, Islam number 2. Volk has now moved to number 3, right above Leon at number 4, and Charles Oliveira at number 5. That one might change soon. So then we have Sean O'Malley at number 6, Sean Strickland at number 7, Israel Adesanya at 8, Alexandra Pantoja at number 9, and Alex Pieta topping off the top 10 at number 10. So
pound for pound.
I do think
that's crazy.
That changes real quick though when Alex Pieta beats or Yuri beats Alex Pieta. One of those two jump immediately into the top 5.
Yeah, got to.
So that's how I see that. But yeah, overall, good fight. New rankings. We got a lot of good shit coming up too. Next week, coming up, we have Jailton Almeida versus Derek Lewis main event. Almeida is a heavy favorite, but Derek Lewis is always a fighter's punch away from a win. And I don't think he's going to do it because Almeida is just that good. His jiu-jitsu, his grappling and shit is just going to be overwhelming for Derek Lewis. That's how I see it. But I think it'd be fucking awesome if Derek Lewis just knocks him out. I mean, everybody wants to see it. Now, will we? I don't think so. But boy, would that be fucking cool if it happened.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, people are watching this card for Derek Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody wants to see. Dude, he's another fan favorite, dude. He's gonna always be a fan favorite.
Yeah, his celebrations are A1, bro.
So, I mean, if he does it, imagine he wins, though. Golly, imagine he wins. Because then what? What do you do for Derek Lewis if he wins? He went on a skid, and then now he's on back-to-back wins.
You got to turn him up. You got to.
Do you throw him right back in the fire again? I mean, not back-to-back wins. I'm sorry. He's coming off a win. But it's not to anybody crazy. I mean, it's to De Lima. But, I mean, he did get subbed out by Sergey Spivak, which I think Jailton Almeida is going to submit him. That's my best take on that. I think that's what's going to happen. But Derek Lewis would love to see a knockout. Don't think it's going to happen. But I could see it being similar to the Rosenstruck Almeida fight. Because if you think about it, Rosenstruck and Derek Lewis are very similar builds, very similar fighters. They both have a puncher's chance, knockout power. I think Almeida is just going to be an outclass. But who knows? It's just jiu-jitsu. So Derek Lewis just fucking stands up. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? He could just get right back up. But it's going to be a fun fight to watch. I'm super excited about that. I can't believe this is the matchmaking we're getting for a fight night main event. But it is what it is. But overall, this card's probably like a 6 out of 10. Nothing extremely crazy. Outside of that fight, I mean, Bonfim Dalby will be okay. But again, Bonfim's a heavy favorite. There's really nothing crazy on this fight that I'm like, holy shit, I'm super stoked for. Barola Magomedov should be okay. I mean, Magomedov coming off that loss against Sean Strickland, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that one's gonna play out. Angela Hill, Danielle Gomes or Denise Gomes. I'm sorry, that should be a good ladies fight. both of those,
Yeah,
both of them two are good. So
yeah, I think the card's pretty shitty besides the Lewis fight,
yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna watch it. But I mean, this upcoming weekend, that's in like 2 weeks.
no,
We still have
that's this weekend, isn't it? Oh no, that's
no,
November
it's 2 weeks.
4th. So we have no
But
fights this weekend.
no, we do
Yeah,
kind of.
Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
was gonna bring that up, but that's this
that,
weekend. I forgot. You're right. You're right.
that's
Good
this
call.
week.
We don't have any fight
Yeah,
nights this weekend.
yeah. So this is living up for it, man. I almost think the UFC did this on purpose. I don't know, man. They're smart, but the fight's gonna be cool, man. I don't see. I see these boxers that are beating, old these MMA fighters. I don't see a newish MMA fighter being the best ever at his weight class or the best at his weight class happening.
So
You know,
what are you trying to say? You don't see Francis Ngannou beating
I
Tyson Fury?
I think it's a stupid fight.
Yeah, it's a very stupid
Like
fight.
it's just like I don't you like you have someone who's currently the best. You're going into their sport to fight who's currently the best. You're not going to win at all because you're not even currently the best
Exactly.
at anything. It's stupid, man. But
I
I
think
want to see Francis.
they're relying on knockout power, but dude, this is you're throwing a lion into an arena with people with guns, you know?
Yeah, this what?
I mean, I don't know how to make an analogy, but like Francis
That was
Ngannou
perfect.
is a fucking animal, but the people on the other side have guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to make a good analogy at it because they're both fucking good fighters, but dude, Tyson Fury he's the best heavyweight boxer outside of Muhammad Ali.
He's awesome, man, and it's hard to knock that man out, dude. I mean,
So
you saw the Deontay Wilder where he just fucking pieced him,
so
and then all of a sudden he gets back over and pieces him back, bro. Oh my god.
yeah. So that I forgot, dude. I'm glad you called that out because I was about to. We're not even going to go into this Almeida Lewis fight, really. So next week the podcast is going to be a little different. We'll probably do another podcast like we did that one time. Come up with something cool to talk about, kind of fuck around a little bit, and just have
Yeah,
a good episode. But yeah, so we got that this weekend. We also have the four title slap fighting returning.
dude, so sick.
So that I know that's your shit. Maybe you can talk about that next week because I'm sure you'll watch it.
Slam a beer and watch that show, bro. It's just amazing.
But then upcoming as well, November 11th, John Jones, Stipe Miocic. Like we got UFC 295 right around the corner, Madison Square Garden. It's gonna be a fucking boy. We got us some cards coming up, my friend.
We do, man. And I'm glad it's going out this way. I think a new card got a new fight got announced. If I'm remembering correctly, was it Dan Hooker?
Dan Hooker versus why did I had it on the tip of my tongue? Bobby
I don't know.
Green.
Yeah, that got announced, right? Is that real?
I don't know if it's 100% announced, but it definitely
Okay.
is being talked about.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
Speaking of that weight class, though, if this ever gets heard by the person I'm about to mention, this would be fucking cool. But Jalen Turner, I hit him up on Twitter, trying to get him to. We're gonna send him a over the Octagon customized skateboard. We're gonna send him one, and we're gonna send one for him to sign for us, and it's gonna go right here on this wall behind me, hung up in the podcast cave. So should be pretty cool. But hopefully we can get some custom boards made for him and get him one out there too to skate on. Be pretty dope.
You fucking sick, man. What if we get two? Get one for the raffle. What's up now?
Yeah, man, we might get three. Send one to him to actually ride on for himself, and then get one for him to sign, and then keep one for us as well that he signs, and then we'll raffle one off for the podcast. Yeah, we might can work something out with him. Hopefully we can get down to business, and he hits us back up on Instagram. So hopefully everything works out. But yeah, man. Other than that, I don't really know of any fight news. I don't want to go too crazy now that I know that next week's fight night's kind of shitty. We can save some fun for the next week. But overall, I think let's see what else we got going on this week.
UFC and Anheuser Busch
Oh,
partnered up.
yeah, Bing. Good call. That just happened this week. So
Yeah.
Anheuser-Busch, and UFC, biggest partnership in the UFC's history. 6-year, $100 million, I believe, was the total.
Jeez, bro. What?
Yeah, I think that was the final, the actual final total of the deal. Let me double check. We're proud to announce that starting in 2024, we will once again be the official beer of UFC. I guess Bud Light's back. No more rainbow flags, baby. Bud Light is
Or
back.
maybe we'll just get a rainbow flag division in the
Maybe
UFC.
maybe it's because Sean O'Malley is as big as he is, so they're just like rainbow hair, Bud Light.
That's it. That's it. And yeah, that's it. And Sean Strickland fucks trannies.
Beats their ass. Not fucks them literally.
But yeah, my bad.
but but yeah, man, I saw that too. That's fucking crazy. So maybe they'll push Prime away because Prime is shit.
I hope they push it away, man. I think that's like it's like really sugary too. I've never had one. My buddy was drinking one like he was drinking like 4 a day and he wasn't even working out on them. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get fat off those
I mean,
things.
just no different than drinking a Gatorade just without working out. If you're not doing
If
anything with it, the electrolytes mean nothing if you're not utilizing your body. You know, it's
and it's hella
great when you're
sugar.
doing stuff. Like if you're working out or if you're lifting and you want to boost your electrolytes, Gatorade and all that stuff's perfect for it. But you know, if you're not doing shit, it's just sugar build. It ain't like no different than drinking a soda. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean, but I actually work out, so I
Dude,
do
you have been
some.
killing it. Apparently Dirty Birdie's making his comeback in sumo wrestling. Stay
Yep.
tuned.
Yep. Stay tuned. Fucking squash your bitch ass. Jared Jared Cannonier out of his fight UFC Austin against Roman Dolidze on December 2nd. So he is out, which means more than likely he will not be getting a shot at the title anytime soon. So not sure what happened there. Let's see what else we got. Maybe we do run Hamzat Paulo Costa back. Thoughts?
I mean, that'd be awesome. A lot of people were saying that Costa would have won.
I think striking. I don't know.
I mean, dude, I
Oh,
think there was a good chance.
so I don't know. I'd love to see it. Bring it back, Dana. Make it happen. There were supposed to be big announcements today. I don't think they happened.
But God, I hope they're late night, right when I'm turning on the basketball game. Like,
Oh
turn me
yeah,
up
NBA season starting today.
today. Yeah, and dude, shout out to HBO Max for doing that for people, man. It is if you watch basketball, it is the hardest thing to watch because you get YouTube TV. They're only showing one on there. Yeah, and I got NBA the best package ever, $60 a month. Fucking still no, dude, it just sucks. But their HBO Max is doing the basketball now and baseball.
Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. Another announcement. Michael Venom Page and Dana White are in conversations to bring MVP to the UFC. So eyes on that. Could be really fucking crazy if he gets into the UFC. Uh,
MVP.
MVP Michael Venom Page.
Oh my God, for real?
Yep. So could be coming to the UFC based on the recent talks. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I missed anything. Other than that, nope, that's it, man. Nothing really crazy. It should have been Dana White announcements Monday and Tuesday. Maybe one announcement was the Bud Light thing. We're still waiting on Connor and
I
Chandler to be
hope
announced.
not.
We're still waiting on Connor and Chandler to be announced.
Come on, man.
So I haven't seen an update on my phone of going live or anything like that. So we'll see, man. What you got? Anything?
Nah, man. On Conor McGregor though, have you had his stout?
No.
You have not. I want to try it, dog. It's about to be stout season.
Isn't it called Forge something or
Forged out, I think.
Forge Stout? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So
I gotta come through and bring him in.
yeah, man. But yeah, no, that's it. That's all I got, Nasty. Basketball season's back. Football season's on and going. Hockey's back. Martial arts is at the top of its fucking top level, and you know why we're here, baby. But yeah, next week we'll probably do something fun, so stay tuned. If you're listening and you enjoy listening, probably do another special episode. Maybe we can try to find us a special guest or something, bring on, interview a fighter, interview somebody, bring somebody on. If you're interested, let us know. But other than that, that's all I got, Nasty.
All right, bro.
All right, dude, we'll catch y'all next week. Holler.
Holla.